Hello, I'm Chen-Hau from NCU in Taiwan. I will try to introduce my poster, the feature of Raindrop correction process, review from ground-based Disdrometer and the Dual-Polarimetric radar. So if we want to analyze the Raindrop correction process, we need the information of a DSD. The variation of a DSD can describe the microphysics variables such as the mean diameter and the number concentration, and also the microphysics process parameters. So if we want to calculate the microphysics process parameters, we will need the completed DSD observed by the ground-based Disdrometer. Because if we want to calculate like the correction rate or the outcome probability of a correction, we need more information such as the fall velocity of the mean diameter and also the different number concentration of the different diameters of a raindrop. So if we want to get but the ground-based Disdrometer is difficult to observe the whole weather system. So if we want to analyze the whole weather system DSDs, we need to retrieve the DSD from the parametric radar variable. But in traditionally, the retrieve method will have the challenge of the two problems. First one is hypothesis of the DSD shape, such as the single gamma model for the DSD to reduce the freedom of the DSD model. And another equation is the relationship is generated by the uncompleted observation by the ground-based Disdrometer. So to avoid these two problems, we developed a new technology we call a moment-based variations method. In this method, we try to use the two steps to reduce the error from the DSD hypothesis and the insufficient sample size. So first, we try to calculate the specific moment from the parametric variables by the variation method, which use the t-match for the operator. And then we can get a specific moment from the moment method, and based on the scaling line normalizations, we can know if we try to normalize the DSD, that we will get a very high, strong relationship between each moment. So we try to get the statistics of the loss relationship, so we can try to get any order of a moment we are interested. So for the idealized experiments, we can mention that the new moments-based variation method can get a very high accuracy, either in the high moment and the lower moment compared with the traditional retrieve method. So the new method can not only reduce the error, and we can get a very high accuracy of the simulation related microphysics parameters such as the liquid content and the total concentration. So we try to analyze this new method for the afternoon thunderstorm in the Tahoe experiment. So in this experiment, we use the radar data is from the ESPRO from NCAR EOLO, and it has very high frequencies RHI scanning during the campaign. So we can get a high vertical structure of the afternoon thunderstorm in this campaign, and we try to classify the two types of the afternoon thunderstorm. First one is a single cell, which means they have the high ZH column in the high reflectivity area. And another one is a merged cell, which means we catch the two or the more ZH column in the high reflectivity areas. So if we only analysis by the radar observation, we can know the vertical structure and the tendency with high change by the Dual-Polarimetric variable. So we can try to know the domination of the microphysics process, but however, we cannot know the quantification of the variable and the microphysics process. So after retrieve, we get the whole DSD information of the weather system. So we can not only quantify the microphysics variable and try to get the reveal the different microphysics mechanism between these two scenarios in the thunderstorm. So for the merge cells, we cannot, because the original cell supply the very high with high liquid contents in the raw layer. So when the raindrop try to drop to the ground, they will try to have not only the quiescence process and the breakout is be the very important rule to change the DSD. So because these two type of the afternoon thunderstorm have the different microphysics process, and they will have the different they have a different rain rate and also change the periods of the extreme rainfall. So here is a conclusion. So for this new retrieve method, moment-based variation method can offer the more microphysics information because we can get any order of the moment, so we can analyze the microphysics process. And the merge cells are dominated by the quiescence process, and also the breakout process will be the more important rule to change the DSD in the Tahoe compounds after thunderstorm. So here is the reference, and thank you for your listening. So if you have any question, please tell me from my email. Thank you.